Hey everyone, when I was looking for my 19-foot Ember, I was looking at other similar sized trailers, and one of them was the Black Series trailer 19-foot model. And I liked it, but it had one fatal flaw. Let's talk about it. Don't forget to like this video, click below for the subscribe button. Now let's get on with the rest of the video. Click below, subscribe button's right there. Just click it. Click it. So yes, over a year ago, I was researching which off-road trailer I wanted to get. And of course, I ended up going with the Ember Overland series. But one of the ones I was seriously considering was the Black Series trailer. Now, I talked about this about a year ago when I talked about announcing the Ember. Let's go back and take a look at that video right now. I'm going to make that mistake again. So I went out and looked at the Black Series trailers. They were quite compelling at first. They didn't quite feel as strongly built as I had hoped when I first looked online, and I found a few quirks and a few flaws that sort of were deal killers for me. The primary one being for the models I was looking at. For whatever reason, they put the sewer tube very low on the very back of the trailer, and if you're looking for attack angle and departure angle going a little off-road. I'm not planning to go across to overland with this thing, but I want some clearance. The idea that the sewer exit tube, was in the back, just really shocked me and turned me off. And then when I went and asked on the user groups about it, people were showing me pictures of where theirs had broke or gotten twisted. So between that, the fact that it's more expensive than some of the other options I was looking at, it was the most expensive option, and it didn't seem as nicely built as some of the other ones. I decided to walk away from that one. As I mentioned in that video, I reached out on the user groups and asked people what their experiences were, and they were showing me pictures of the broken tube. And then I was watching this video from AFK Days, and this really pointed out to me two things that I really liked about the Ember that it had over this Black Series trailer, and made me kind of glad I went with the Ember a little more. One of them is the placement of the sewer tube. I'll never understand why they decided to put the sewer tube below the back bumper, all the way towards the back. To me, the departure angle of an off-road trailer is one of the most essential parts, other than can I get the tongue through the wash or whatever. And really, the tongue's usually easier. If you're going through a wash, you're going over a hill, normally getting the tongue through in that first part of the trailer for me is not a problem, right? I just want to make sure that my back end doesn't drag too much when I come up and out of that wash or out of that obstacle. And with this trailer, as soon as I saw it, like I said, it was a deal killer. I just said, when I saw this tube sticking out the back, there's just no way I'm going to buy it. One thing that makes purchasing easier for me is to just find that litmus test. Find that one thing that means all other aspects do not need to be considered. Or sometimes you find that one thing that you can just compare between two models, and that becomes the focus of the decision. But focusing on the 1,000 factors that go into making a decision can sometimes drive you mad. So in this case, I found the one deal killer, and there was no reason to look at the Black Series trailer any further. I think I spent all of about 5 minutes looking at it, and I really liked it. The way those bars come out on the side, the rock sliders that they put in place, all kinds of things about it I really like. I mean, that trailer is sweet. But again, at least on that 19-foot model, the placement was a deal killer. And when you look at the AFK Days video, you have a really great example where they went and did a really great trip, deep mile, I guess it was 37 miles or 30-something miles in on a dirt road. They were going over, pretty decent obstacles for your average four-wheel drive pickup truck, let alone towing a trailer. Everything that they showed in the video, which I'll link below, it's nothing I wouldn't take the Ember across. I felt there's really not much that I wouldn't take the Ember or the Black Series across. I think they're pretty evenly matched on terrain. But you have that tube placement. And the other thing I wanted to point out, especially to the Ember owners and the folks who complain about the stairway that comes down from the inside. Some people don't necessarily like that drop down solid stairway, and I know they're coming out with some alternatives, but the reality is it's not hanging below the trailer at all. It's tucked up above the level of the trailer and the frame, and that means that you're not going to get the stairs hung up on any obstacle. As you can see as well in this AFK video, you can see how one of the shelves and one of the areas they hit, they clearly took out the stairs with this one specific obstacle. In fact, let me show that here.
Well, that didn't sound good.
Oh, that is the low point.
Now you can see on that obstacle, right, with the stairs hanging down, eventually they're going to hit something, right? I forgot which model it was, whether it was the Geo Pro or maybe it was the Mini Winnie or whatever. But I remember looking at one of the off-road trailers and it had the tire mounted below, way up front on the bottom of the frame. And I just thought, again, these low points, you want to avoid them. I want nothing below the trailer except, you know, the wheels and the independent suspension. Everything else should be kind of above the frame. So I'm pretty sure the Ember would have done the same trail without any damage, looking at them taking the same trail. But again, I'm not disparaging the Black Series trailer. I think it is an awesome trailer and it has its place in our industry. If you choose that one, you know, awesome. In fact, I'd love to hear from you. As far as AFK Days, their channel, again, I'm not casting any shade towards them. They've got a great channel. I recommend you check it out. Again, I'll link that below. That's AFK Days YouTube page. And so, yeah, when you're looking at a trailer, try to find that one thing that just stands out to you. You know, it's better to discard and walk away from dozens and dozens of different choices because of that one thing that you found than it is to get an RV and then be hung up on that one thing that you can't ever replace or fix and you just have to live with. So again, Black Series trailer, awesome. The Ember is awesome. I like the Ember a little more. If I had all the money in the world, heck, I'd probably have a couple of different trailers. But yeah, seeing that video from AFK Days definitely vindicated my choice not to go with that particular model. And I'm pretty convinced, if you look at some of the videos I've done down in the Southwest and other areas, I would have ripped off that plumbing by now. So kind of happy with my choice. Anyway, if you have any questions, you know, my email is always below. I'd love to hear your comments. Did you get a Black Series trailer and you like it? Did you choose between the Black Series and the Ember? What were your thoughts between the two? Comment below. So yeah, don't forget, if you haven't clicked the subscribe button at this point in the video, just take a moment, click subscribe down below. And like I always say, remember, get busy living. One thing that makes purchasing easier, one thing that makes purchasing easier for me is to just find that list. YouTube page.